What's up, guys? It is Dr. Seth, and today we're talking about low back pain on bench press. And what this comes down to is thinking about the position we're in bench, what's being loaded, and why it might be feeling jacked up. So like when we're in bench, if we're getting into any amount of arch, we're gonna be in hip extension combined with lumbar extension. They're gonna need to be able to leg extend down the floor and drive up to transfer force from our legs to our hips, through our low back, up to the rib cage so we can get leg drive to contribute to pushing the bar up. Now, if that hurts your low back, what might be going on is we might lack hip extension, which is gonna be cranking us into more lumbar extension than we can handle, or we might just not have enough lumbar extension access or lumbar extension tolerance to be able to handle loading in that position. So we're gonna do some stuff that's gonna attack that from both ends. Step one is gonna be getting down onto the floor into a half kneel. I'm on a pad because this floor is hard and my little knees are sensitive. But what we're gonna do from here is we're going to squeeze our glutes, push us forward into hip extension, push us forward into a hip flexor stretch, and then we're gonna pull from the hip flexor stretch, use our hip flexors to pull ourselves back. This is gonna be kind of basically, initially, barely strengthening the hip flexors so that we can get more tolerant to loading this position. Once it starts to feel good, once we get decent access to range here and we feel confident, we can step this up a notch by getting rid of the pad, getting into the bottom of the split squat and doing the same thing where we're gonna be driving with our glutes, pushing pelvis forward, pulling with hip flexors, rocking pelvis back, and doing reps here. And again, until we get confident, until it starts to feel good, until we're able to display control in this pattern. Once we got that, we can just do straight up split squats, loading into the bottom, hip flexor drive up to the top. We can add load here with a dumbbell, load with a goblet. And the last step to getting this to really translate well to a bench press is setting up in a Bulgarian split squat. And the intent here is going to be dropping into the bottom, loading into that hip flexor stretch. And if we look at this position, this is basically the position that I'll be in when I'm taking a bench bar out. And then if I think about driving through the pad with my foot and really trying to push myself up with that back leg, this is the exact action that I want to have during my leg drive. So if I can build this up, make this strong, make all of this stuff feel good during a Bulgarian split squat, when I get back onto a bench press and I'm set up with my arch, I'm gonna feel rock solid, creating that leg drive, sliding myself up towards the top of the pad so that I can transfer force to the bar. So if you guys have low back pain during bench press, give that a run. Drop a comment below, let me know if that does help you out. If not, drop a comment below, let me know why it doesn't help, and we might be able to figure out something better. So thank you guys so much for watching. Peace out, have a good night.